One thing I really like to talk about in the beginning of getting started is that it's really important that you treat Amazon as a business right from the get-go. Just because it's so easy to start doesn't mean that it's not an official business. I know sometimes it may feel like a hobby instead of a business, but if you're making money, the IRS is going to consider this a business. So it's important that you're treating selling on Amazon as a business from the beginning. And that's why I'm covering so many of the boring things in this module, because I want to make sure that all of these things are handled from the beginning before we get into the really fun stuff, like finding and selling inventory. If you don't treat this like a business, it could easily be something that loses money. And I hate to see any of my students losing money. So that's why I recommend that you take all these steps that I'm talking about so that you know that you're being profitable and that you're actually making money. So one of the things that goes with treating this like a business is preparing for income taxes. This can be something that catches a lot of sellers off guard. Running an Amazon business means that you're considered self-employed and you'll be responsible for self-employment taxes in addition to your regular income taxes. So this can almost double some of your taxes, and this can be a big surprise for a lot of people. Now, Amazon is only going to report your income to the IRS if you have over $20,000 in sales, but that doesn't mean that you don't have to report it. So just because Amazon doesn't report it doesn't mean you're off the hook. Something that's going to help with this is bookkeeping. It's really important that you keep good records. I touched on this in its own video already, but I just want to reiterate that it's really important that you do make sure that you're tracking all of your business income and expenses. The easiest way to do that is by getting an automated software that connects directly with your checking and your credit accounts. Like I mentioned, I use GoDaddy Bookkeeping, but you can use whatever software you like. And since this is a business, I want to see you making profit. So it's really important that you do know what your profit is. One of the benefits of having a good accounting software is knowing how profitable your Amazon business actually is. You'd be surprised how many people sell on Amazon and have no idea if they're actually making money or not. I don't want to see you in that situation, and I always want you to know what your profit is. So in addition to a simple bookkeeping system that simply tracks income in versus expenses out, like the GoDaddy system that I mentioned before, I also recommend that you use a program that will tell you your per item profitability. This will make it so that you know every item that you're selling is actually making money as well. So along with tracking your profit and knowing that you're profitable, it's really important that you also track your expenses. With Amazon, it can be easy to sign up for a lot of things and let expenses start adding up really quickly, even when you haven't started making a lot of money. There's a lot of tools like I recommended and a lot of things that you can sign up for. So I recommend that you really keep track and keep a tight rope on that whenever you're first getting started. I recommend trying to keep your expenses super low as you're just getting started. And then as you start to make more profit, then add in different tools and services that are going to make your business easier while you're making more money. It's really important that you know your monthly expenses so that you know how much your baseline is of just breaking even every single month. For example, if you're spending $300 to keep your business doors open, the first $300 that you make every month is going right to keeping expenses handled. If you have no idea how much it costs to run your business, you don't know how much of your money that's coming in is actually profit. All right, we also have some legal responsibilities that I have to mention. Once you're sure that you're going to continue selling on Amazon, there's a couple things that you should really look into. Now, I say that you should do this once you've decided this is something you really want to do, because I find that it's pretty overwhelming to do this all in the very beginning. And then if you happen to change your mind in just a couple weeks or months, you'll have all the stuff set up that you have to go back and undo. So I really recommend that you wait a little bit, and then by the end of your first year that you really look at getting all these things set up. The first is getting a business license. You'll need to go and figure out with your city what business license you need to have to run a business out of your home. The next is a resale license. This is for anybody who's reselling products so that they can not pay sales tax when they're buying a product, but then they are also responsible for paying sales tax for any items that are sold in their state. So I'm going to leave you some resources below the video that are really going to help you with these legal responsibilities and just making sure to treat your business like a business from the very beginning.